Welcome back to Waterpark Rangers Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we solved a bunch of mysteries and then returned to this room after we lit the torches high above, because apparently lighting the torches would reveal the shadows in this room, according to the Cheshire Cat. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad! We're doing it now! Another heartless boss. This guy's called the Trickmaster. He's made out of cards and gambling-related thingies. And we're gonna have to fight him. Basically, some people have a lot of trouble with this boss. He is kind of tough. The first time I ever fought him, I literally had no trouble with him at all. What you have to do, though, is just jump on top of the chair in this room, lock onto him, and then jump and hit him while you have the chance. Normally he'll block your attacks either by hitting you with his little things that he can catch on fire, or just by guarding, so he's kind of tough to hit sometimes. Another thing you can do is target him and shoot him with fire. You have to get the angle right in order to hit him. Fire, however, also seems to light up his little weapons, and that makes him more dangerous against you. It doesn't matter, though, because one way or another he has ways of setting them on fire without your help. So just keep trying to jump onto a high platform. Like, one of the things around the room, though the table and chair are the best for doing this with, but sometimes he'll break the chair or table temporarily, meaning you have to make use of other objects in the room to jump up and hit him. And unfortunately, we do not yet have scan, so kind of a problem because we don't know how much life he has. And it seems like he's just walking away over that way. I think he's gonna... Oh, never mind. One of the things he sometimes does is he'll go over to that stove, and he'll light both of his things on fire immediately. And I think that's where he's going now. I want him to do that, so that we can see what I'm talking about. See, look, there he's scraping him up, lighting him on fire. And now this battle is going to get a lot nastier, because if I remember correctly, he can shoot fireballs. Oh, hey, I stunned him with a fire spell. Awesome. As you can see, you also get magic back for each successful hit you land on your enemy, but it's always a very small amount. You will get abilities later that will allow you to get back more magic for the damage you cause, or the damage that is done by enemies to you. When he starts shooting fireballs, hide behind something like the chair, which is what he's doing now. He's shooting fireballs. If you get hit by those, they do a lot of damage really quickly, and I have died on this file a couple of times already to this guy. I cut those deaths because it would get annoying to show me losing over and over again, but because of that fireball attack, I lost twice, and this is my third try. Just thought I'd let you know. Until this point, the only point I'd really lost was to the kids on Destiny Islands. I had to fight them quite a few times until I could win. And that's the Trickmaster. Well, lighting his things on fire and shooting fireballs at us is a pretty shitty trick, if you ask me. That's the end of that dude and his 5 heads / faces. Pretty lights. Ifrit's Horn. This is a very good equip item, actually. I think I'm going to give it to Goofy. Well, we'll see who we give it to. I'll think it over.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
So what could that be? Keyblade reacts to it. And locks it. So mysterious. Yeah, it did sound like something closed. And something else dropped out of it, too. This gummy ain't like the others. No, sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Navigee piece. I think this just opens up somewhere else to go. Splendid, you're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with shadows, into darkness. No! So now we have to go back to the gummy ship to find another world, and you can do that by going back to save points. There is a good save point, perfectly good one to use right where you entered the world, with all the clocks. There's another one in the Queen's Palace. I am going to save because, well, I'd like to not have to fight the Trickmaster again. But we're not going to leave Wonderland yet. There are some secrets I want to find in it, and I'll show you where they are. You know how we lit that torch earlier and it causes flower to appear? Well, if you examine the flower, it causes items to drop down. This flower is in the medicine room, right by the key door. There are some other things I want to show you, so I'll cut ahead to those. We are back in the Lotus Forest. There is actually something that I missed, and although this is not a 100% run, if there's something that's cool and worth showing, I'll show it. And this is, I think, is pretty cool. Some secret things hidden in Wonderland, in the Lotus Forest, and in some other areas as well. So once again, we're going to use this Lotus by the entrance to turn huge, and this time, pick up the boulder that was moved by the cat and the Lotus. The boulder that was normally blocking Unmerry Birthday. It'll fall into that pond thing. We're going to hit that tree one more time so we can get the nut down. Then eat the nut to return to normal size. Well, I first hit the tree back to where it formerly was, because depending on where you hit the tree, you'll be able to get into a different room on the second floor of the Lotus Forest. This place is confusing to navigate, so just thank yourself that you have me as a guide, really. Even though I'm not the most experienced at this game, I do know how you can find some pretty cool stuff, and this is one of them. And I just found this on this playthrough of the game. Without a guide, I just found it while I was looking around on a test run. Because I do test playthroughs before I actually record them. Also, it sounds weird to say that you do anything, because it sounds like you're making some kind of immature feces-related joke. Those things there require a shock to activate. Don't bother with them, they only give you gummy ship pieces. That's actually for a spell you get at a later point. If you want to activate it later, you can, but it's a crappy gummy ship piece that you'll never have to use. Trust me, you never have to do any upgrades of the gummy ship to win this game. Trust me, it's impossible. Like, there is no reason to do anything with the gummy ship besides just go to the next world and then just never bother with it again. So a high potion was pretty high price, and I'm not sure if a mega potion was actually a worthwhile reward. Go through here though, and you'll find yourself back at the Queen's Castle, but in a different part. Up here we have a crappy gummy ship piece, and so that's really what you can get over there. And I guess that's just a one-way door. So we're gonna go back through the Lotus Forest because there are actually more things to find, and I think these are even cooler actually. And I remember the first time I found all this stuff, I was really surprised. And there's actually something that I just found this playthrough, and I want to share it with you too. There's so much cool stuff to show you in Wonderland. I think it's actually going to be the entirety of this episode, is just finding cool stuff in Wonderland before continuing with the main quest. So this area will lead back to the Bazaar Room, but now that the tree has been turned, it puts us on a different side of the Bazaar Room, and we are now currently on one of the walls. Looks like there's a water faucet up there that I'm not sure how to activate quite yet, or if that even does anything. It probably does, though. Down here, if you stand on that bucket, it becomes a platform for us to jump on. Not sure there's really too much else of interest down on this side of the Bazaar Room. If you jump into the fireplace, I know that it will warp you to a new area right there. I gotta get the phone for a sec. It is so annoying when the phone, like, rings when I'm recording an LP. Whatever. So now we are on yet another wall of the Bazaar Room, and it's pretty clear this is the right wall, because the door is perfect down there at that angle. Light that torch, and you get a treasure with defense up. Awesome item. Make sure you use all those up triangle things. Use them all on Sora. Trust me, you want to make Sora strong. He's your main guy, after all. Light that one, and you fill in that portrait, or no, I mean that painting. Because the portrait is of a person, that's not a person. This little place right here leads back to the Lotus Forest. I just thought I'd show you where it pops you out. Up here, there's really nothing you can do there, though. Not to my knowledge. And now that we're down here, I think we can check out... Is there anything over on this side of the room? Let's see. Oh, a teddy bear, how cute! And then, check this picture. Examine it, and you can enter a new part of the Lotus Forest. I love this. It puts you out... It looks like a familiar area, but it's actually a different area than before. Once again, this line of flowers wants to be shocked, and it just gives you another crappy gummy ship piece. And yet again, the phone rings. Hold on. That phone is the bane of my existence. Which I guess is pretty good. Pretty good existence if your only bane is the phone. Anyway, we probably don't want to be carrying elixirs around with us just haphazardly, so... Oh, wow. Damn. God, an elixir? That's a lot to ask for, Flower. What could he possibly do? Mithril Shard? I guess it's worth it. Mithril Shard's kind of a rare item. You'll see what all these kind of initially worthless items are for. Like I said, you'll make them into... You will literally take all those worthless items and make them into something worthful. Worthful? No, I meant of worth. Oh god, a worthful. That is a new word I have coined. Coined? I know speak good English! Okay, I just fell through this random trapdoor, and... Does this look familiar? It should. This is where the bucket came out of the floor. And this just takes you back to the Lotus Forest if you drop through it. I'm going to go back to that room, though, because there is something I missed, I'm sure of it. Hold on. There was something I missed! Check out this faucet here. I've never seen this before, but check this out. I just found this out myself. If you examine it, I knew it. Look, look. It shoots water and makes that pot actually turn three-dimensional. So that was the final three-dimensional item. And it won't move anymore, so let's have a close look at that pot and see where it leads. I'm excited to find out. This thing's pretty cool. Queen's Castle, eh? Maybe this is where we go... Oh, this is how we get the last treasure. Okay. That's cool. Yay, Dalmatians. Alright, well, we'll go back to Traverse Town next episode, alright? See you then.